to raid this Dumoy laboratory, hindi po nagmatter yung information that was told you by Colonel Arcierto regarding the delivery or delivery of this chemical
Mr. Chair, the
items.
application ng search warrant is because of one of the footage that we got inside the laboratory na nag-ride na sila. They're on the process of drying the...
Okay.
So yun yung basis. And some of the surveillance footages na kinandak namin ng joint team ni Colonel Arcierto ng EDSOT at ng PIDEA. So yun, Mr. Chair, ang ginamit namin premise para makakuha ng search warrant. In fact, ang mga deponent doon, Mr. Chair, is coming from EDSOT and coming from PIDEA. Joint po yun, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
Doon kami nakakuha on December 29. Before December 31 po yung raid, December 29, doon kami nakakuha ng search warrant.
Okay, but this is also the information that was given to you by Colonel Arcierto regarding this delivery of is also relevant to your application for search warrant.
On Johnson Chua.
Yes.
Kasi hindi namin nakita yung mukha ni Johnson Chua for the whole duration of 3 months.
Okay. May I ask, Mr. Chair, may I direct my question to Colonel Arcierto? Is Colonel Arcierto there online?
Yes.
Yes, Colonel Arcierto, there's according to our information, there was a 40-footer container vans being delivered to Dumoy Clan Labs in Bulawan Clan Labs containing chemical precursors. Would you confirm, Colonel Arcierto?
That was included in my special report that 240-footer container van that was received by Michael Yang, and that was delivered to the warehouse of Alan C.
Okay, so who gave you this information that a 40-footer van contains chemical precursors? I think mga ano ata ito, no? Mga substance para sa paggawa ng tama po ba, Colonel Arcierto?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. It was included in my special report that information was relayed to me by alias Panther.
And this information, did you report this to your perhaps to DG Wilkins Villanueva at that time?
No, Your Honor, because that particular information that I received I received it after I just received that information on April 2016 when my informant first informed me of the involvement of Michael Yang on the domain. Then alias Panther, we talked to alias Panther in August 2017, and it was alias Panther who gave the information that Michael Yang's involvement in the Dumoy is he received that 2 40-footer container vans coming from Polyok Port in Cotabato City.
Okay, so you're referring to the same location where it was conducted, right? That resulted to the of some foreign Chinese nationals, no, were involved in the manufacturing of illegal drugs. No, tama po ba, Mr. Colonel Arcierto?
Tama po.
And you mentioned that according to the testimony po of General Wilkins Villanueva, a certain Alan C. Kaya tama po ba Alan C is connected with the Dumoy, Mr. General Wilkins? Alan C was connected
Siya po yung operations officer.
Operations officers, okay. So Mr. Chair, I'm just trying to patch all this information together Because it happened, the Dumoy raid happened, which resulted to the killing of Chinese nationals who were involved in the manufacturing of these illegal drugs. And there was an information, according to you, no, a part of the reason why you requested for the court to issue you the search warrant is because of dinadry na po nila, no, nagpapatch-patch. And there was also an information that Colonel Acierto received that a 40 van footer which carries Penelias being delivered to the exact location where the raid was conducted. And may I again ask Mr. Chair, Colonel Acierto, that this is owned by Michael Yang? Can you confirm that again based on the information that you gather from Mr. Panther, your informant?
The information that was given to me by alias Panther is Michael Yang facilitated or accepted the 240 footer van from Polyok that contained effects and other chemicals,
Okay.
and other products.
Mr. Acierto, okay.
Alan C., during our surveillance of Alan C. led us to the Domoy laboratory. Mr. Chairman, si Alan C. po kasi ang pinaka-naging rabbit namin. Dahil siya yung sinusundan namin, lahat ng puntahan ng lugar, binabantayan namin. When he went to Domoy, na-observe namin na pag pumapasok siya doon, siya nag-open ng lock from the outside. Tapos paglabas niya, ilalak din niya.
So is that a common for somebody who probably in the hierarchy of the inside drug syndicate, would that be a common practice for an owner, for example, to lock the gate and then wala ba siyang nauutusan? Baka naman hindi siyang pinaka-boss doon, no? Tama po ba, Colonel Acierto? Kasi kung ikaw ang pinaka-boss doon, dapat inuutos mo na lang ganong klaseng menial jobs, right?
Your Honor, ang observation kasi namin talagang pag pumasok siya naglalak, then inobserbahan namin walang tao. Kaya nung alam namin walang tao sa loob, sa gabi, we conducted seek and pick and parang sinilip namin yung loob ng compound. Doon nga namin nakita yung mga chemical na nandun.
Okay.
Yung mga equipment, mga freezers. Kaya nung makita namin yon, from then on, first week of December, doon na kami nag-concentrate ng surveillance doon sa Domoy.
Okay.
Kaya ginawa na namin 24/7 ng surveillance doon sa Domoy. Dahil nga nakita na namin na nandun yung mga chemicals and equipment.
Okay. Dahil sa pagkakaintindi ko po, si Mr. Alan C., na asawa niya si Jed Pilapil C., mukhang dun sa hierarchy nila siya ang pinaka-boss eh. Parang ganun yung pagkaintindi ko. Hindi ko lang po maintindihan kung bakit yung mga ganun na menial jobs na pwede namang iutos sa kanyang mga katauhan ay siya mismo ang gumagawa. No? That baffles me. That's why I want to ask you, kilala niyo po sa yung Mr. Arturo Las Cañas, hindi ho ba? Or have you heard? But have you heard that Mr. Las Cañas, you used to be a police in Davao City, now turned into whistleblower? Tama, narinig niyo naman po yun.
Opo, narinig na po. Pati yung kanyang affidavit po.
Okay, pero hindi ho niya siya na-meet pa.